To the west.
Oh, nice. And you cover all CHLs?
I cover a lot of the local athletes, like Michael Nice is here.
Great.
Along with like Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
On our receiver.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's just
Drop something like tonight. Could drop something during the press fit. That would be great because people think that it's normal.
Yeah, I guess that was
What does it get?
that's off frame. So someone would like to be on your so,
What's it?
there's a oh,
I gotta do my,
I gave it to Josh.
oh, I gotta get.
I did numbers.
Hi.
Give us you.
Yeah. It's my spot. I run there. Yeah. 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 Usually.
Well, last time I was never going to the trailer. I was like, oh, it's okay. Oh, well. No, no shelf. Don't worry, there won't be a loud class very much.
press conference tonight. We aim to please.
You're just my husband.
I don't even, you know what, to be truthfully honest, I can't find the peg. Like, that's, it like fell into the ether somewhere.
Dale's look was pretty good.
Yeah, and of course it had to be in there.
Oh.
Like you think it would have bounced back this way, but I haven't really looked around. It's fine. I don't want.
Yeah. I heard you saying super well. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. We do that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we appreciate that.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-game press conference following the third game of the Memorial Cup presented by Dow, following the game between the Saillants Spirit and the Voltigeurs de Drummondville. Bien, bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à la conférence de presse suite à le troisième match de la Coupe Montréal 2024 présenté par Dow entre le Spirit de Saillants et les Voltigeurs de Drummondville. Avec moi, j'ai l'entraîneur-chef Sylvain Frabeau. On va commencer en français. We'll start in French. Sylvain, tes impressions du match de ce soir?
Pour les voltigeurs, pour nous, j'ai beaucoup aimé notre première période. En fait, l'entame du match, j'ai adoré. C'est sûr qu'on était en avance au score. J'ai peut-être moins aimé la dernière minute de jeu. Mais en première période, je pense qu'on était très, très bons. On jouait dans notre identité, dans notre structure. Puis j'ai beaucoup moins aimé notre deuxième période. Je pense que encore une fois, on a perdu un petit peu le momentum avec la gestion de rondelles qui a fait défaut par moment. Et puis, on a eu un pushback, évidemment, en troisième période. Mais les buts qu'on a accordés, c'est un sort-out en revenant dans notre zone. On en a parlé avant le match, on en a parlé dans le pre-scout, et puis on a mal exécuté. Puis une punition qui nous a coûté à la fin.
Il reste qu'en saison, Sylvain, quand des avances comme ça, on les échappait pas. Qu'est-ce qui fait la différence ici? C'est tout simplement le contexte, l'opposition. C'est habituellement, quand vous meniez après deux périodes, on fermait pas mal les lignes.
Oui, c'est un environnement différent un petit peu. On joue les 4 des meilleures équipes au Canada qui jouent en ce moment. Puis on a eu un relâchement en deuxième période. C'est ça qui nous a coûté. Même si on a pris l'avance en fin de deuxième, j'ai vraiment pas aimé notre deuxième période. Puis ensuite de ça, c'est des erreurs coûteuses. Est-ce qu'on méritait mieux? Je pense que oui. Mais 2 erreurs coûteuses, puis c'est ça qui nous a coûté le match.
C'est quoi le spirit en ce moment? Là? Vous êtes contre le mur, vous n'avez plus le droit à l'erreur maintenant. Le prochain match, c'est do or die.
Oui, c'est ça la réalité de la chose, mais l'état d'esprit, c'est sûr qu'il y a une frustration, puis on vient de perdre un match. Mais je pense que les gars sont matures, qu'on a dit, on en parle souvent, on est allé chercher de la maturité, de l'expérience. On va faire un petit reset, puis le tournoi n'est pas fini. Fait que c'est comme ça qu'on va voir la chose, puis on va se ressaisir, et puis on va être prêt pour notre prochain match.
Moving over to the English, Sylvain, I wondered if you could just share your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I thought I really liked our first period, besides maybe the last minute or two in that first period. We took the lead. I thought that we played within our identity. I really liked the pace and urgency that we played with, and really disappointed with the second period, even though we scored a power play goal at the end. We sort of lost in our identity, our pace, or our pace of play, and it was important to have a good third period. And we had 2 costly mistakes, a missed sort out on a track, which we've talked about prior to the game and in our pre-scout meetings, and then taking a penalty and getting a goal on the PK certainly didn't help.
All right. Thank you, Sylvain.
Thank you.
On continue avec la conférence de presse après le 3e match de la Coupe Memorial 2024. We continue on with the post-game press conference following the 3rd game of the 2024 Memorial Cup presented by Dow. I have with me Justin Côté, who will prendre des questions en français. I have Justin Côté with me, who will take some questions in French, and I have Luke Woodworth, who will take questions in English. J'ai Luke Woodworth qui prendra des questions en anglais. On va commencer avec le français. Diego, I guess, on va commencer avec Justin. Peux-tu me donner tes impressions du match de ce soir?
On a pas mal joué. On a fait des erreurs qui ont coûté cher. Puis c'est une équipe qui est très bonne en offensive. Puis on a juste besoin de finir ça dans notre game. Puis après ça j'ai confiance en notre groupe.
Des questions pour Justin.
Justin, à un moment donné, on sentait que vous les aviez dans les cadres. Qu'est-ce qui manquait justement là, pour fermer les livres sur ce match-là?
Dans le fond, je pense pas qu'il manquait grand-chose. Je pense, comme j'ai dit, c'est des erreurs coûteuses, des erreurs qu'on avait parlé avant le match. Je pense que c'est ça qui a fait très, très mal pour nous.
Yeah. Est-ce que vous avez l'impression que vous n'avez pas le même esprit que dans la finale contre Bécomo? On dirait que rien ne vous affectait. Là, c'est plus la même chose ici. C'est-tu le stage qui est plus gros? C'est-tu les rivaux qui sont plus difficiles?
C'est sûr que c'est des équipes meilleures, mais on a vécu de l'adversité. Puis je suis certain qu'on a un groupe qui est fait pour affronter l'adversité. Puis on a vécu en série, on a vécu en saison. Sylvain nous a bâti pour ça. Puis on va revenir très, très fort au prochain match.
De se retrouver à 0-2 avec plus de marge d'erreur maintenant, la prochaine défaite, c'est terminé. Comment on sent ça en ce moment? C'est
sûr que c'est pas le spot qu'on voulait. Mais comme j'ai dit, on est une équipe qui affronte l'adversité, puis on n'a pas peur de ça. Puis on va retourner dans nos livres, on va étudier qu'est-ce qu'on a à faire de mieux, puis qu'est-ce qu'il faut qu'on corrige. Puis on va revenir, comme j'ai dit, très fort au prochain match.
We'll move over to the English now, and I just want to start with Luke. Your thoughts on tonight's match?
I thought we played a pretty good game, honestly. We know they're a running gun team. Going into the game, we knew that. I just think a couple costly mistakes cost us in the end. We had our chances. We were there all game. We played a lot better than than we showed against London. Just a couple costly mistakes.
Luke, you head into a must-win game in the third period, up a goal, and you let two in and lose the game. What happened in the third period that made the game slip away?
Well, as I said, it was just a couple of mental mistakes. We knew they were going to get by us behind. We knew they were a running gun team, as I said, and we didn't manage it as well as we looked to in the third period, and it cost us.
Luke, certainly the Spirit have some very good centers to go up against in draws, but what's the challenge of going against their centers there in the face-off time?
Well, I think each of their centers present a different challenge. Every team here has good centers, so at the end of the day, you got to bear down. You got to treat every draw like it's the life's on the line, and we go into the game against Moose Jaw with the life on our line. So yeah, it's a matter of bearing down and taking it more importantly.
And just to follow up on the second period, it looked like the Spirit maybe changed their play a bit in the neutral zone in the second period, but what did you see in their change of attack there in the second?
Well, I think they got a little bit more flow in the second. I think we managed their speed in the first period a little bit. I think that we didn't manage our lines as well as we have liked in the second, and they kind of got behind our D a little bit. And once you give a team that's so high flying so much hope and room and opportunities off the rush, they're going to hurt you. Any team in this league is going to hurt you, or this tournament, I should say. So yeah, we just got to be a little bit more tighter there.
That's it. That's it. You go. Thank you, guys.
Let's see.
On continue avec la conférence de presse après le troisième match de la Coupe Memorial 2024 présenté par DAO. We continue with the post-game press conference following the third game of the 2024 Memorial Cup presented by Dow, this one between the Saginaw Spirit and the Drummondville Voltigars. With me is the head coach of the Spirit, Chris Lazary. Chris, I'd like to just start off with your thoughts on tonight's game.
I just, for me, just proud of our group, like that environment in a nutshell. But we said to the guys after the game, we're the only team here that's had their heart ripped out of their chest and absolutely crushed, and we were not. Went down 2-0. The guys on the bench were like, we're not losing. We're not. And we're on a mission. There's a lot of love in that room. That's, to me, when it got toughest out there is when we stuck together the most. Super proud of the guys.
Any questions for Chris?
Coach, at one point when Justin scored the goal on the power play at the end of the second period, what was the message during the intermission before going out on the ice, and what produces the result in the third period?
I walked in and I just said, effing sick, like sick period, play that again, and we're good. Just make sure we don't go out and gamble too much and lose it by pressing. Just do our thing defensively, make sure we're tracking, reloading hard, trust what we do not be denied. We know what we're doing. We've been through so much here in the last month and a half. It was not like, that's the thing with our group is that most teams, maybe that's deflating for them. Us, it's just like, we're okay. We're going to find one here. We're going to be okay.
Coach, you got a big game from one of your younger players in Michael Misa with 3 assists. Having young players like that come through for you in big games like this, what does that mean to the group?
Yeah, like we look at, Misa's been here now. He's in his second year. We don't even look at his age anymore. He's like, part of the fabric for us. So, but, he's a mature kid, works hard every day. Like nothing he does surprises me. We jumped on him there in the second period. I thought he could have got to the net and worked a little bit harder. And he had a little bit of bite back, which I like. And I knew when he had that, we were going to be fine. But he's out to prove everybody how good he is and that he belongs. And he does have big things ahead of him next year with the draft. And this is a big stage for him, not only to try to win, but set himself up for that. And I think he's like anybody, again, inside of our room, when we're looking around that room, like There's a lot of love. We're ripping our hearts out of our chest for each other. We're doing whatever we have to do to win. And Mike's a perfect example. He's playing the right way. He's playing hard. It's proud of him.
And then I'm not 100% sure if he got on the score sheet, but Josh Bloom is obviously one of your big players. Playing in the last minutes, playing the power play, playing those really important minutes. What did you see out of him just from a player's perspective?
Yeah, leadership for sure. Especially we went down, him and Hash, together. Just the messaging on the bench, no panic. I thought he started to dig in and win a few more puck battles and make a few more plays, but you're only going to go as far as your best players take you. And those guys there in those moments have to find a way to get to their best game quick when you're down 2-0. I thought they did that.
Thanks, Chris. With Misa's 3 assists, which one of them do you think showed his hockey sense and his IQ the best? Some great passes there.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't even know he had 3 assists. So how bad of a coach am I? Like I don't see who gets it. I just see the structure and where guys are going position wise. But I know that for me, when we tied up 2-2, like unreal. So down low behind the net defensively, good job, good battle. Wins the second quick. We come out with the puck. That backhand sauce to have that touch on it like that in that moment. You got to trust your skill, right? Because that's a dangerous play if it doesn't go your way, but he makes it in stride, and then he takes off to come over for puck support. Hunts cuts middle. We get the cross and drop, and then a great play by him to pick his head up and just, again, like we talk about our guys about recognizing patterns. He knows once we do the cross and drop where Hunts is going to finish, so he knows where to look next for the play. He scans it. He sees it. We slip it over. It's an unbelievable goal, and then just the emotion on the bench. I knew when we scored that goal, and I think our team did, we were not losing this game.
And with your centers, I think especially back in Sapavala, like 2 different kinds of centers in terms of draws, but how unique is it to have those 2 weapons in the face-off dot for big draws like this?
Yeah, like we're blessed with centers. Like even Hazy, who hasn't played a ton, but his face-offs are nuts, and when Becker wants to dig in as well. But there's been times this year throughout the season where we've had either goalie out or we're defending with the against the extra attacker, and the amount of draws that Sapa wins it's outrageous. And then if you go back and watch his World Juniors in the big stages, he just finds a way to win those draws. So to me, that's huge. Puck possession, especially in those moments. Like you can win as many draws as you want, but it's about the critical face-offs, and he finds a way when it's the critical ones to be on the right side of it, and that's a huge thing for success for us.
I guess last one for me, just the second period. What changed do you think in the neutral zone play that you had there in the second period?
Well, it wasn't coaching because I didn't say anything. I think our biggest thing is we want to make sure that we're always on the attack. So when pucks come out, we're going north or over and north quick. And I thought we did a good job just trying to keep our team on the attack. We don't want to mess around with it, bring it back, do hinges, do all that. We just wanted pucks going north. I thought a few times we forced a few, like kind of looking for the wide guy when we should just go north and find a way to support it and make a play. Like we just want teams when they're playing us to feel like that we're always on the attack in our transition game. And I thought we did a good job in the second. We did a good job in the third, and it kind of drives the bus for us.
Chris, back here, 1 game to control your destiny to potentially get in the final, kind of like you drew it up in September?
Yeah, well, exactly how we drew it up. When we got the schedule, we knew at some point London was going to factor back into this for us. So, excuse me, we'll watch what goes on, but exactly what you said, we control our fate. It's what we wanted to do in our first 2 games. Every team here is trying to do that, is put themselves in a position that they can get into that championship game. We hold all the cards now for us, and we just got to make sure here the next 2 days we're preparing ourselves and doing everything we need to do to make sure we're at our best come that game, because we know how hard that game's going to be and how big that game is for both teams.
Coach, we all enjoyed your wife's hockey insights going into game 1. Any words of advice heading into game 2?
She retired. Yeah, no. She retired. She wants to stay at 100%. She wants to bat 1,000. So.
Any more questions for Coach? Seeing none. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, to go on the other side. Very good. Nice. Alors, on continue avec la conférence de presse après le troisième match de la Coupe Memorial 2024 présenté par Dow. We continue on with the post-game press conference following the third match of the 2024 Memorial Cup presented by Dow. With me here is Michael Misa and Hunter Haight of the Saillants Spirits. Gentlemen, your impressions of tonight's game?
Yeah, it was a great win. Played a full 60 minutes, but got to give credit to them. They're a good team. They made us battle for every second we had the puck. So it was, a good win.
Yeah, they're a great team over there. And, I like the perseverance we showed today, being down 2 goals and coming back and playing the right way.
Questions?
First question is for Michael. Michael, there's always you always dream of big moments in big hockey games, and getting the player of the game, getting 3 big assists. What does that mean to you, just in this big of an environment?
Yeah, I think it was obviously nice to get that, but at the end of the day, I was happy we won. It's the main goal of every game at the Mem Cup. It's a huge tournament, so it's happy we got the win. And
this question could go for both of you. You're going down, heading into the third period of a game that you desperately want to win to hold your own destiny. How did the guys sort of rally around in the second period? Was there something said, or was it just sort of a mental thing that clicked in on the bench?
Throughout the season, we've been there a million times, right? Going into third period, down a couple. It's something, it's adversity that we've seen all throughout the season. And, all our leaders, we're all leaders in that room. We just knew what we're capable of and stuck to the plan and knew we'd come out on top.
Anything from you, Michael?
Yeah, I think like what Hunt said, I'm not putting any team over us when it comes to the third period being down. We battle back every time, and yeah, I'm just happy the way our group played today.
For Michael, Chris said he challenged you a bit in the second period. Can you kind of relate maybe a little bit of what he said and how you responded to it?
Yeah, I think there was a play around the net. I was being soft and call myself out. But during the second and third, I just tried to play more physical. Yeah, that was about it.
And Hunter, just your view of the play that led to the winning goal.
Yeah, it was great execution in terms of our breakout and going with speed there on the power play. We executed a nice rush play, and the puck came around to Mike. And he made a beautiful play, found me in the seam there, and I was just lucky enough to score.
When you think of, for both of you, when you think about just the journey of this team all season long, you join in at the beginning of the year, and then you see a night like this. What has this experience been like, just to feel the building like this?
Yeah, it's awesome. The energy amongst the group, amongst the community, everything from top to bottom, it's been incredible, and it's it's fun to win games. So we hope to keep that going.
Yeah, the fans support we get every game, it's pretty surreal, and the guys in the room we're really close. So just coming out on top every game is something we strive to do.
Any more questions? Seeing none. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.